I'm sorry. Okay, I have permission to host. I might not be able to show my video throughout because of my system, but I believe I can make best use of this. So the first thing I'm going to do here is to just share my screen in a moment. Thank you, and hope you can see my screen. Thank you. So this session is titled Becoming Global Citizens. Becoming Global Citizens. Just a quick check-in before we begin to delve into the topic for today, becoming citizens. Because when we hear the topic, a lot of things come to our mind. So I want us to drop our intentions for today's session. For this session, what are your intentions? Why are you showing up here? Why are you showing up for today? Let me quickly drop that in chat session. A moment. Okay. I'm so sorry I'm saying this. This is not what I meant to show. Okay. I think I will stop sharing now. Okay, thank you. Okay. Okay. So thank you. I can see a lot of things. Valentina is saying I'm here because I loved what I want to learn from his perspective. I'm here because I believe that we need to go beyond our community and national boundaries if we are to be able to address global issues. Awesome. Let me get more response. What are your intentions? Your intentions. Thank you. I can see a number of responses to become global citizen. Amazing. How do I become a global citizen? That's why I'm listening. Thank you for that. I'm also here with similar reasons. I'm here to learn from us all. I believe in peer-to-peer learning, and I think we learn better when we learn from each other, peer-to-peer. And I'm looking forward to seeing we learn from each other in this session. So back to our conversation for today. Thank you. So quickly, we're going to do a warm-up activity, which will introduce us to why we are here today. So the warm-up activity, I'll drop a prompt now in the chat session. So how will you tell the 10-year-old who a global citizen is? Imagine I have a 10-year-old. I need to give that 10-year-old a name. Let's say the name of the 10-year-old is Bobby. So I want to tell Bobby who a global citizen is. How will I tell Bobby that? How will I communicate that effectively to Bobby? And Bobby is just a 10-year-old. So I want you to give your 10-year-old a name. Yeah, Bobby is my own 10-year-old. I want to give your own 10-year-old a name and tell me how you communicate that to him. We should be able to come up with that in 5 minutes. Yeah, 5 minutes. I will just play music and we can all drop our response on the chat session. And if you would love to talk, feel free, you can always talk, unmute your mic and communicate that too to us. So I'll be playing a music now. So we have 5 minutes for that. I believe we are thinking, imagining what would be going through a mind of a 10-year-old. A 10-year-old might just be playing with dolls, love games. So we can choose to be creative in any way we love to. Just keep in mind that it's a 10-year-old. It could be any gender, a boy, a girl, any gender, just a 10-year-old.
So they won't forget. I've done I wanted, and it was more than I started. I wanted my heart so everyone knows. This world will see how it was.
Yeah, thank you. So I hope you learned a lot from that activity. Man, thinking of what to tell a 10-year-old can be stressful actually. Can be stressful. So I see a lot of things in the comments and I'm so happy with what I'm seeing. See, I will tell Bobby the picture of Earth from space and tell Bobby this is our home. All humans, animals, plants live here and share this home. Awesome. Hey, Bobby, a global student is someone who has interest in making the entire world a better place. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I think Bobby has a lot to learn. Yeah. Wow, wow. Bobby, global citizen feels at home anywhere on the earth. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I am here. Awesome, 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 awesome. Hey, Bobby, I would love someone who sees the world as their home. Awesome, awesome. A global citizen is someone who doesn't belong to a particular place, but always reasons and dreams in manner that involve the world. Marvelous, 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 marvelous. Luna, Boyini said, hey, Luna, a global citizen is someone who is passionate and cares deeply about one another life and planet. A global citizen follows the natural instinct to care. Thank you. And here's my own. I said, a global citizen is someone who is aware of his environment, community, and also sees himself as part of the world community. So that means little Bobby won't litter the floor and his surroundings because the floor is part of the world and he doesn't want it to be dirty. Little Bobby is a global citizen, hence he's also interested in what's happening around the world and make sure he's doing his best to be responsible so that the world will be a safe place for everyone. Awesome. Nice, 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 nice. I see we got to learn a lot from that activity. Yes, so before I go into presentation for about 7 minutes, I would love us to watch a video on people expressing who a global citizen is from different communities, from different societies. Just about a 4-minute video.
Do you want me to share it for you, whatever?
I'm going to share my screen in a...
Whatever, how about I share it for you? I feel like, since we can see your face, it's nicer too.
Thank you.
For sure. Here it is. That's the one, right?
Yeah, got it.
Let me think.
This is a difficult question, I must say.
A global citizen is, in my opinion, a global citizen is someone who knows he or she is not only part of his family or her family or her city or her country, but part of a bigger scenario of the world.
Just a moment.
Somebody who has respect for himself first. Global citizen is a citizen in the globe. This is about building our understanding about the globe, about the world, its complexities, its dynamics.
Global citizen is one who has the skills, the knowledge, and the values to be able to live well with people who are within his or her community, within his or her nation, and globally.
Okay. A global citizen is unique as everyone else.
Everyone should be a global citizen because we live in a very interconnected and interdependent world. We live in an age and time when we cannot be without understanding the other.
Since we are part of the world, we have the responsibility to make our world better.
Everyone should be a global citizen because we live in one society, and as what the Ubuntu said, I am because you are, and because you are, I am. So everyone is interconnected, and that everyone has to be aware and has to be respectful and has to embrace the concept of diversity.
As a global citizen, I think it's very important that I'm able to encounter and connect with a number of different cultures and different peoples around the world.
Well, that's a good question. As a global citizen, I'm always trying to engage in certain actions to solve problems I think are urgent or matters.
what I do is every opportunity that I get, I educate other people on what it means to be a global citizen and why it is very essential.
What I do basically now is first learning to respect myself, learning to understand that I'm a citizen and I'm qualified to live like other people.
As a global citizen, well, I think being a global citizen is just being a human. So I'm being a human.
Thank you for assisting me, Zainab. Thank you, awesome. I know now we have seen a lot from the video and we are super pumped to say one or two things. If you have a comment from the video you just watched now, what was imagined for you? You want to say something? Anybody, you could talk. I would love to hear our voices. From the video you just watched, what stood out for you? What was imagined for you? What was something that caught your attention, or anything you want to just comment from the video you just watched? Is someone saying something? I see you say, do you want to say something?
I can say something. Okay. Yeah, I think what struck me from the video is that they did a good job at getting the diversity in of opinions and of that. Like, I really loved the last one saying just being a global citizen is just being like being a human on Earth. We're always interdependent, and like global citizenship is an attitude and a way of like doing. But the truth of it is like recognizing the truth of something that is, whether we do it or not. So yeah, that struck me as something important to know. We're becoming conscious of something that already is.
Thank you, Zainab. Awesome. Wonderful. And I can see us in the chat and basically sharing opportunities, educating others because we live interdependence. I see Angela said, being a global citizen means being a human. That was touching. Thank you. So we're just going forward to a short presentation, about 7 minutes. I don't want it to be long because I want us to like learn from each other, not just me talking, and that seems so boring. Yeah. So let's move on to the business of today. So becoming global citizens, and I would love to see it in this light as superpowers. What are global citizen superpowers? I know so, probably some of us must have watched movies, or we know of comics characters, Superman, Spider-Man, and we're always happy watching those kind of movies. But talking about global citizen, what are global citizen powers? What makes them global citizen? Is it just the name? Is it just saying I am a global citizen? What are the things they do? What are the things they are concerned about? What makes them global citizen? And the first one is, I see the ability to see yourself as connected to the world. So no matter where I live, I could live in Africa, I could live in Europe, I could live in Austria, I could live in America, but I see myself connected not just to where I live, but to the world. And what does that mean? That means that the action I take, the things I do, my lifestyle has some connection with the whole world. So that just means that before I take any action, I will consider its impact in the world generally. That's the first superpower of a global citizen. Then second, the ability to collaborate with people from different cultural background. The ability to collaborate with people from different cultural background. And that talks about cultural intelligence. That means I'm not just biased. I'm not cultural biased. I'm not just, okay, I'm an African and I should only be concerned about African people. If I see on the news that something is happening in Iran, in Afghanistan, it should not be my business because I'm African. But a global citizen won't think that way. A global citizen is still concerned, oh, these people are experiencing something. They're experiencing climate impact. They're experiencing global warming. I should be concerned. And in as much as I'm concerned, I should also be willing to collaborate with them to solve those problems. So a global citizen does not just identify himself like, okay, I am African, then everything about me should be African. I should only talk to Africans. But a global citizen pictures himself as someone that can collaborate with people from different cultural backgrounds. Then lastly, the ability to comprehend and take global actions. You know, most times when we hear of global action, we think of something very big, like something global action. I need to talk to the President of America. I need to talk to the President of any other country. But it starts small. Global action could be just choosing to dispose your waste rightly, choosing to spread or share peace. That's a global action. It could just be that small step. It could just be that just talking to someone. It could just be just showing love to someone in your community, in your neighborhood. It could be a global action. It doesn't have to be something big. It doesn't have to be something that large, but it's a global action. And that's one of the superpowers of a global citizen. He has the ability to comprehend and take global action. Now, we as people who are concerned about the transformation of education, we are concerned about how we can better the education. We are concerned about what we can change, how we can improve the educational system. There's a gap. If you can believe what I'm saying, there's a gap. I read a research actually of I can't remember the person, but did a research. It brought about 5 students at random, exposed students, and asked them all the things you knew about the world, all the news you see daily, all the things you knew about what is happening globally and how it impacts you and your community. How do you get to know about these things? Was it from school? Or how do you get to know about these things? And out of those 5 people that were selected as random, none of them pointed to what they were taught in school. None of them. None of them pointed to what they were taught in the 4 walls of a school. Probably they heard from the news, or their parent, or a friend, or something else. So the question is, as educators, as activists, as people who are concerned about the transformation of education, how are we preparing students for the world? How are we preparing students for the world? How are we preparing them? Because the world is not just, the world is a global village. And if we are not prepared to what we will see, when we see the impact, we will not be able to, the impact could be little. A very quick example, in Nigeria, just in last year, November, we experienced a large flood in Nigeria. And just before then, a lot of activists, climate activists were projecting that there will be a flood in Nigeria, something should be done. But nothing was done. So in as much as they got the knowledge, they were not prepared for the impact. So we are bringing that question, or this question, to learners. How do we prepare students? Beyond students, how do we prepare people for the world? How can we do that? And that brings us back to global citizenship education. And what is that about? Influencing people. Just a moment. Global citizen education. What is it about? It's an approach to education that helps individuals to develop the skills, knowledge, and values they need to become active, responsible citizens who contribute to building more peaceful, just, and sustainable societies. So, if we must prepare students for the world, we need to be intentional about that. And that brings me to the next slide, which I call the CIA, Curriculum, Intentionality, and assessment. I'm spending too much time on this presentation. I should end off in 3 minutes. Curriculum, intentionality, and assessment. So when we talk about curriculums on global citizenship, how we can design learning programs for students, for learners on global citizenship education, how we can prepare learners for the world. We need to consider 3 things when we talk about curriculum: knowledge, behavioral changes, and socio-economical. I'm going to break that down quickly. So when we talk about knowledge, knowledge is what is taught, like what you know. When we know better, we will do better. When we know that disposing refuse could affect your life, literally. Disposing refuse anyhow could affect the world. When we know that, we will do better. So that's where knowledge comes in. What are the content of our curriculum? What do we teach them? How can we incorporate, how can we include this in our curriculums? How can we include knowledge of global citizenship in our curriculums? How can we do that? That's the knowledge. And we could call that cognitive. Now, the behavioral is how we teach people in terms of their actions, their characters, their lifestyle, how we can influence their lifestyle through our learning programs. How can that be possible? It's a question we all explore together. How can that be possible? In terms of behavioral change, how can our curriculum influence learners' behavior? And socio-economical, in terms of their relationship, in terms of how they perceive their society, how can our curriculum influence that? So you see that there's so much that needs to be done in terms of curriculum. It's wide. And for that to be possible, that's where intentionality comes in. We have to be intentional about that. We have to make sure that when we are creating this kind of curriculums, we are considering people that matters. It's user-centered. We're not just creating a curriculum for learners and learners are not involved, which is what we do here in Nigeria most times. We're not just creating a curriculum for people that are concerned, people we are creating and they are not involved. We don't gather data from them. We don't even know what they are facing. We don't know their challenges. We need to be intentional about that. And lastly, assessment. How do we know that what we have taught was relevant to the outcome we needed? We need to assess our students. And when people hear of assessment, people talk about grading, examination, tests. It's not about that. Assessment could just be making sure people just show up when they are needed. Assessment could come in form of support. So it's not just, it shouldn't be boxed to just test, examinations, your score, a figure, which we are used to. It should be more about behavioral change. It should be more about behavioral change. And quickly, we'll be going to a breakout, which will last for about 5 minutes. And we'll be exploring just a question in our breakout, and we'll come back to just reflect quickly on the breakout. Okay, before we join the breakout, just a moment, let me share the prompt for the breakout. Okay. Thank you. Okay, I think, yeah, Zainab has shared the prompt. Thank you, Zainab. Thank you. So we can go to the breakout. Thank you. So the prompt is, what has helped you understand and experience global issues that are affecting your life today, directly or indirectly? What do you think has helped you to understand global issues that are affecting your life today? So just share that in your breakout. We have 5 minutes. You can take turns. Someone goes, then the other people listen, and that can happen in like 5 minutes. I think each person should have about a minute or two to talk. So we can go to breakout now. Okay.
Hi everyone, so you should have received an invite to your breakout. If you haven't, please just let me know and I will figure out what's happening.
I'm moving Anshula to 4 because I think there's a little troubles joining room 1.
Okay, cool.
We should have about 32 minutes left.
Okay.
That was a short break. I know that was quite short, but so we'll just take this moment to share our reflections in the chats.
Bolabo, I think the breakouts haven't come back yet. Oh, now they're coming. Okay.
Okay. Welcome. Welcome everyone. I hope we learned a lot from the breakout.
Now we're back. Welcome back, friends.
Yeah, welcome everyone.
Go for it, Bolabo.
Thank you. So I hope we learned a lot from the breakout. And we'll just take this moment to drop our reflections in the chat, which I will share now. And it says, from what you've heard, is there any part of this experience you feel should be included into the educational system in terms of what we have today? You could just pick what was imagined for you based on what you heard from someone or what you share. I think we can actually include that in the educational system of today, because we're looking at the transformation of education, how we can make it better. So we could just make use of the chat session for that. We have about 2 minutes for that, and we can end this session. Okay, I see Vincent kind request to always share with us the questions while in breakups. While in breakout. Oh, apologies for that. Apologies for that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm going to just quickly drop a checkout, even as we drop our responses for the reflection. Okay. So, do you want to say something? If you want to say something in a minute, if you want to speak, you can just do that in a minute. Anyone? Okay, I guess the breakout was quite short. Okay.
Sorry,
Okay.
should I speak anything?
Sure, you can. You can just do that. Fine, in a minute.
Yeah, thank you. I'm Refin from Uganda. I'd like only to share something that we really not do in our system, and this can even affect our teaching system because we normally only focus on academic achievement. We really want to teach these kids how to become maybe how to become bright at school, but we also forget that there is something bigger than that. There's something beyond. After finishing their studies, they need to become other people else. Like we don't teach them how to lead. We don't teach them how to promote art, how to develop these different characters, how to become the peacemakers, how to start thinking of becoming the community helpers. I think if we start thinking of how we can design maybe a curriculum that includes all these things, I think we may have we may make a change in this education system. Thank you.
Thank you. Rupen, that was awesome and profound. Thank you, Rupen. I think the rest can drop their response in the chat, and we'll just end this session with a checkout.
Thank you so much, Boabo. We're actually going to take about a 15-minute break now between this session and our next session, and we really, really appreciate you talking to us about global citizenship. I think it's an absolutely essential element that we need to discuss when we talk about who we need to be to create the world of our deepest longing. Becoming global and acting in a way that actually recognizes our interdependences is at the core of this. So thanks for telling us a little bit about it and offering us space to discuss it with one another. And we are going to close this session and come back